Hello, everyone. How are you tonight? Um, we're starting this process of where we're moving, where we're trying to move out of our house. We have a over 3,000 square foot home. And we're trying to get it cleaned out so that we can move into a camper. Um, Now, why the heck would we want to do that? Well, one reason is because we want to travel. We want to start traveling, go to different states, look at things we haven't looked at. We've been a lot of places, but we would love to be with our grandchildren more. We would love to be with, which two of them live in Colorado, and three of them live only 2.5 hours away. Um, so it would be nice to be by those grandchildren. I just love playing with my grandchildren and reading to them. And, I've taught preschool, so I love all that. So that's what I want to do. That's my dream. We have already changed the way we live. I taught, my husband's an engineer, and we've already slowed everything down to where we're working from home, which is a great thing. So we work from home, we have an online business, we're doing that. And now we're trying to phase that out and do other things. And because we want to slow that down, but yet make money, and we want to travel. So, any ideas you guys have, I'd love to hear it. We have a casita now that we're going to be selling. We love it. We absolutely love our casita, but we're going to sell it. It is an independence. We call it Jelly Bean. And it's the cutest thing. But what happens is we go on our trips and my grandchildren want to be in there. Well, that's all fine and great, but two people can barely move in that thing. So taking four or five of them is kind of a trick. So even one of them, it makes it really hard. So we're in the process of doing that. I have videos coming up that I've already been documenting, and I hope they've turned out because I'm just getting used to this. So, not a lot of bad mail to me, please. Keep positive. They're going to get better, I'm sure. And we're, like I said, I've taken photos of our house before we started packing and getting rid of stuff, and I've taken some pictures in the process. And it's been a very overwhelming ordeal because we do have a business in our house. And since we've had that business, we've had actually two. I've done eBay and then we've done Amazon. And so we have these two businesses that we do. So that means our store is in our house a lot. And with Amazon, we send things out, but with eBay, we have to store it here. So I have a lot of stuff, I have a lot of products, and we've been having garage sales. So right now, we've had like maybe we had three one weekend every day for 3 days. Then we had another one for 2 days. Well, we've had three different garage sales, 3 days, 2 days, and then 2 days. And that helped a lot. But when you're selling stuff that's brand new with tags, nobody wants to spend any money on that. So we're having to rethink of our prices because things that we would sell for $50 to $100, now we're selling for $5. So it's kind of hard to come down to that. It's like I paid this amount and I get $100. I'm not even breaking even. I'm just trying to get rid of it right now. So anyway, so we're doing that and we still have a lot of stuff to sell. So we're working through that process. Our goal was in May to have the house on the market and to have everything cleared out. Well, that didn't happen. We started this process in January and we're still working through it. When you have over 3,000 square feet and you have every nook and cranny stuffed with your store and your own stuff. I mean, we've got pictures of family pictures in I've got them in huge Rubbermaid buckets and I had over 6. And so now I'm down to and the crazy thing is you think that keeping just a note to everybody. I've got totes of my kids' papers from preschool, kindergarten, first grade, all the way up. And even when they went to college, I have their diplomas, I have everything. Their hats, their gowns, their prom dresses. I mean, I kept all this stuff, which is Now I'm going through it, and I think I have one box, like a, I don't even know the size, but it's a pretty good box, but not that big actually. And it's stuff that I'm trying to give my kids, but guess what? They don't even want it. They're like, Mom, I don't even want that. So I'm going to give it to them because I just can't. I just want to cry when I think about it. So take my advice. I know you younger moms are probably better at this because I know my daughter and my daughter in law are. They don't keep all that stuff. And I just couldn't get rid of it. I treasured all that. If my daughter made it looked like a shark for the first time, I was documenting the date, the time, the hour, and her age. And I was putting that in her folder that I kept folders for each year. And some of them overflowed. And the pictures, we used to have hard copy pictures. Well, guess what? My father is coming over and he is scanning in all my pictures into the computer because I don't know what else to do with them. And I already went through all those pictures, and a lot of them, you know how used to, there was something called Olin Mills or the picture people, and you had to march your whole family dressed up, all mad. And, nobody wants to go get all dressed up just to get a picture done when they could be playing soccer or whatever else. So I would march my family every spring, summer, winter, and fall, and I'd get those big packages of pictures of all my family looking like we're all happy and awesome. And and not only that, you buy those packages, they're $200-300. And doing that and going through this process made me realize that I owe it to you guys to let you know, don't do that. And now that you can do digital pictures, we're like, even with our digital pictures, don't do that because you're going to realize, well, at least those you could delete. But I'm realizing I'm even backing up those. And in the process, it's like, oh my gosh, I took so many stupid pictures. Like a baby's foot. Okay, that's fine and it's beautiful and it's your baby's foot. But if you're not able to document whose foot that is, guess what? You're going to go, whose foot is that actually? And that's my problem. I'm having such a problem and I don't know my baby's feet. I'd take pictures of that. You guys are going to think this is gross, but I would save every child's teeth. Well, I've got them in their little special, we used to have these little treasure boxes and we would put their teeth in it. And as a good mom, I would put those treasure boxes in my jewelry box. Well, hello. I don't know whose. So it's like, is this my oldest daughter's? Is this my son's? Or is this my youngest daughter's? I have no clue now. So I'm sitting there crying, throwing out all this. Okay, let me tell you, I threw out all my kids' little baby teeth that I kept for years. I threw out all their cuttings of their hair. I threw away all the pictures except I tried to keep some. If they were in the paper, my oldest daughter, for some reason, my kids were in the paper a lot. So I kept all that. And my oldest daughter, I gave her one box, and I have another one. And she says, Mom, I don't even want this stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't even want to go through it. My son says he wants some stuff because there is good toys that he had, his Xbox, his different things, silly things like, just different things. Some things of his that was worth money. So I gave him all that and he was happy, but he didn't want to see how many times he had been. I had all his papers of when he had a detention. Like, who wants to go through that stuff? Like, why would I keep that? But I bet I had a stack of detention papers that were my son's. And I'm like, well, that's not really sending a good message to him, right? So I pitched all those. And once I started going through this stuff, I'm like, well, it brought tears, it brought memories, but you keep it in that box forever. And then nobody ever sees it, right? So until you do like me. So now I'm down to a box, maybe one or two boxes for my girls and my son. And I'm giving that all to them. I had seashells from every vacation to Florida, which This is going to sound crazy. We went to Florida. It used to be every other year, and then we started going every year. So all those vacations, I kept a bucket of seashells, all different kinds. We went to Sanibel Island, so I had them all. I had very good seashells. What am I going to do with it? So we had a garage sale, mini garage sales now, and I've been giving them away. And it's been hard. It's been so hard because they're so special to me. But you know, it's a big process. So we're going to sell the house, and we've kind of slowed it down because it's just too much. We still have to work, so we're doing that. We're trying to. My husband's, he's retired and he has not started collecting yet, whatever it is that you collect. And I'm younger, believe it or not, that so I can't do it. So we're gonna keep working, and we're still paying for college. If you can believe that, we're paying for my youngest daughter, who's in college at a private school. She loves it. We think it's good for her. We're still paying for my other kids. My oldest daughter's college. My son, he's like, I don't want to put you in debt. I'm gonna just go to public school, which was great. It saved us a lot of money, but I didn't want him to. But anyways, he did it, and he's fine. He's good. He's got a business degree, and he's doing business, and he's very successful at what he does. So, anyways, I'm getting off topic, but I just want to say I'll be sending you some of these videos and letting you see the process of this as I get them posted. Just a heads up, it's you will see my house in. I mean, it'll look like somebody took my house and shook it upside down. And that's fine, whatever. It's normal. It's part of life. And I've painted. I've done different things. I had an avocado room. That's the color it was. That's like back in the 70s, I think. And so I painted that. I painted it. Painted a lot of rooms, and yeah. So we're getting there. But just so you know, um, a little advice to you guys. Do what you want, because I did. I was like, I don't care. I'm keeping all this up. We moved like 5, 7 times. We built a new house 5, 7 times. And this is the first house that's existing. We didn't build it. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but it was nice not having to go through all that building, and I was the contractor. It's just so much work, as y'all that have done it know. Um, so it was nice to not have to go through that. But moving that many times, you would have thought I would have gotten rid of some of those buckets, and I didn't. And I had like 14, 15, maybe even 20, I think, Rubbermaid buckets of all my kids' stuff, pictures, photos, everything. And now I'm getting rid of it all. So we're scanning in all the pictures. Like I said, that takes a long time. Anything special, I'm just scanning it in so then I'd have that. But other than that, it's going in the trash. And the funny thing is, for my husband, it's hard. For me, it really isn't that hard, except for the personal stuff like that. We're trying to figure out other things. Um, but right now, we can get a box. I think you can get it in Florida now. You used to have to go to South Dakota to get a special mailing address. And then from there, you'd have your mail shipped to wherever you are. But I think now you can do it in Florida. So I think that's what we're going to do. And we're pretty much going to be traveling to and from Tennessee and Colorado, because that's where my kids are. And we're going to be traveling. While we're at those two places, we want to go and start traveling in a smaller trailer. We want to keep our casita. That's the thing. We want to get a big trailer to live in. That's like a 4-season. They say they don't make those, but there are some that seem like they are like that. So we want to get something like that. Put it on some land is our idea. And then we want to travel in a smaller trailer and just go to some fun places, him and I. And in between, be by the kids. So we'll see if that works. That's our main goal, is to get some traveling in, which we love, and to be able to see the grandkids more and to help our kids with that. My daughter, who's in college, she's like not too far from one of her sisters, so that'll be nice. We'll see her, and I think that's about it. I'm just letting you know. I just want to make this for me, myself, my family, and for those that are thinking about doing this. I mean, I think it's a great plan. My parents did it when they were younger, and they were actually in their 50s, I think. And my mom's like, we're going to start traveling. We're going to sell everything and we're going to start traveling. And we helped them through that process. We helped them with their garage sales. It was a lot of work. And I can't believe I'm doing the same thing. This is what's so weird. So we'll see how it goes. My mom laughs at me because I had never thought I'd ever do this, but it's just kind of crazy now. And this big house and no kids in it, it's just really sad. And I want to be with the kids. So I think it'll give me that opportunity to do that. So your prayers would be appreciated. Any ideas or thoughts? Let's get the ideas going. And anyone else planning to do this, let me know. Maybe we can meet up at some state. We love to go to state parks, and there's other ones we go to. I forgot what they're called. But we do want to document stuff like that, like all the different state parks. I started doing it a little bit, like showing the sites and at different campgrounds. Now, there are some very good and there are some not so very good, but most of the state parks are pretty nice. So we've been very happy with that. But I'll keep you on top of it. You guys take care and God bless, and always, always pray. Love you guys. Bye.